Parents have such a concern about making their kids eat healthy. So the first thing I say to parents is you can't make your kids do anything. So first, release control, because when you have this desire to control your children and control their palate, it all begins with this ideation that the parent has, this delusion that they can make their kid do anything. So first, let's end that. You can't make anyone do anything. Our kids come into this life with their own palate. Some kids love spicy food naturally. Some kids love sweet food naturally. Now, there are ways that you can help your kid be exposed to healthier food. One of the most obvious ways is controlling what enters the house. You create the conditions for what enters the house. But in order to do that, your diet needs to be healthy. Your relationship to food needs to be aligned and consistent with what you're telling your children. If you tell your children that alcohol isn't good for health, for example, or too much sugar or too much flour, but then you are devouring wine at a party or getting drunk every night, that's going to feel extremely hypocritical. So own your own eating habits, own your own addictions. Almost every parent I know has some sort of eating addiction. So I ask parents to examine their own lifestyle. How do they exercise? How do they love their body? When they look in the mirror, are they constantly deprecating or are they constantly celebrating? All these things are related to healthy eating. You know, healthy eating doesn't just happen on the plate, on the dining table. Healthy eating is a consciousness. It is something that is embodied, it is breathed, it is lived. And then, here's the real hard part that parents kind of don't want to do or face. Exposing your children to healthy food options requires a great amount of creativity, innovation, and hard work on your part. You know, most of us were raised traditionally, where the parents controlled us. They controlled what we ate, when we ate, how we ate. And if we didn't like the food, too bad. We had to go to bed hungry. We wouldn't get another option. Many of us grew with phobias toward food or great antipathy towards certain kinds of food because our parents simply told us, eat this or you get nothing. The conscious parenting method espouses a different way. It challenges the parent to expose the child to different cuisine and different flavors by trial and error. This requires that the parent may need to make Brussels sprouts in 6 different ways. There is a way to have your children participate in their own diet, but you need to be part of that. You need to create that atmosphere where the two of you understand together that while some foods are not as tasty as, say, ice cream or brownies, we can still together experiment and try different ways to make the food more palatable. It requires work from the parents. So if you're going to complain about your children's diet, examine whether you're willing to put in the work to help change it.